Good morning. I'm Andy Myers at Weiss Research.
I'm Jen Amos, and this is your morning market update for Monday, May 23rd. Stocks are off to a rough start on Wall Street, following steep losses in Asia and Europe. The sovereign debt crisis has moved back into the forefront of investors' minds after Fitch downgraded Greece's credit rating and Standard & Poor's lowered its outlook on Italy's rating. Then over the weekend, Spain's ruling Socialist Party suffered widespread losses in regional elections, casting doubt on the country's ability to push through austerity measures and meet its debt obligations. Those worries are sending investors rushing for safety, pushing yields on Greek, Spanish, and Italian bonds sharply higher, while German and U.S. debt moves in the opposite direction. Treasury yields are now near their lowest levels of the year.
The new debt concerns are having a major impact on the other markets as well. Financial stocks are leading the declines on fears that banks are still heavily exposed to the sovereign debt of European nations. And that weakness is extending to U.S. banks as well. Citigroup, Bank of America, and Wells Fargo are all losing ground in early trading. Meanwhile, the euro is now worth less than $1.40, the first time that's happened since March. And that strength in the dollar is weighing on commodities, crude oil in particular. Right now, it's dropping all the way back near $97 a barrel. Silver is also losing ground, falling further below the $35 mark. But gold prices are holding steady around $1,510 an ounce due to the precious metal's safe haven appeal.
On the corporate front, earnings news may move a couple food stocks today. Campbell Soup reported a bigger than expected 12% increase in fiscal third quarter profit. The company saw sales growth at most of its businesses and projected results for the full year at the high end of its earlier forecast. But sales of its U.S. soups and beverages lagged behind amid increased competition from rivals such as General Mills, as well as lower-priced store brands. Campbell Soup also makes Pepperidge Farm foods, V8 beverages, and Prego sauces. Its stock is dropping about 1% right now. But shares of Krispy Kreme donuts are soaring more than 13%. Its quarterly profit more than doubled as revenue surged, both numbers topping expectations. The company did warn that higher commodity costs could add to expenses this year, but it plans to offset those costs by reducing the use of some key ingredients and raising prices.
We're also keeping an eye on shares of Apple today. Right now, it's dropping another 1.5% after a similar decline on Friday. A factory in China manufacturing iPads exploded last week, killing 3 workers. It's unclear how long the plant, owned by Foxconn International Holdings, will be shut down, or how that will affect the supply chain for the iPad 2. And finally, watch the airline stocks today. They may fall on concerns about the eruption of another volcano in Iceland and the resulting ash cloud that could reach the UK tomorrow. The eruption of a different volcano in Iceland last spring caused weeks of severe disruption to Europe's airspace and cost the airlines millions of dollars. That's the latest from Weiss Research. Have a great trading day.